Hello and good morning to my 470 YouTube channel subscribers. I just want to say that I'm very thankful. 3 weeks ago, I only had 60 subscribers. So you guys really just been subscribing to my YouTube, and I'm super thankful for that. It really helps me motivate in my just achieving my goals, and it's just nice to have a little bit of extra motivation. So I don't have no social media or anything like that, except for I don't have Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. And so it's nice to have some motivation. Here, let's take a quick look at the creek, guys. I love this place. Favorite part of the morning walk. I always stop right there and look at the creek at least once on my walk. But yeah, it's nice to have the extra motivation from you guys. I don't have nobody in real life cheering me on, saying "Go James, go." I don't have that. So when you guys like, sometimes you guys like, I get 250 likes on some videos, and that's a lot. 250 likes and over 10,000 views on some videos, and you guys been commenting every day on videos. And that just really makes me just feel like just even go harder, because I'm gonna go hard already just by myself, because that's in my nature. That's just who I am. That's how God created me, just to go hard every day since birth to death. But you guys just put a little bit of fuel on the fire. And so I did the mathematics. And do you guys know, in the last 30 days, I've walked almost 200 miles. That 200 miles in a month, that sounds like a lot. Because it's averaged because I've been getting between 5.2 miles and 10.4 miles. And I'm just gonna average that out and say 6 miles a day times 30 days is 180. But shoot, it could be average 7 miles a day, which would be 7 times 30 be 210. So it's quite possibly that I might have walked over 200 miles in the last month, which is just amazing. But to be honest with you guys, I have a secret fantasy that I want to go. I want to walk like 100 mile. I want to do like 100-mile hike in the wilderness. I've always wanted to do that, and then hike for 10 miles, set up camp, and then when I wake up in the morning, hike another 10 miles, set up camp. And you know what? If it's God's will, I'm gonna do that this year. Because one of my plans is to get a economy line van that gets like 30 miles per gallon. And then I want to go before I buy my property, or after, I'm not for sure, but I want to just get my van, and I just want to go to the national parks. And I've been studying on how to forage all the different plants that I can eat, and how to, catch the fish and clean the fish and fry the fish right there on my cast iron skillet. Plus, I learning how to trap animals, hunt animals. So I'm just excited for that. That's one of my adventures. That's on my bucket list, to go live and survive in the woods, at least for a few weeks at a time. So I'm super looking forward to that. Hopefully that comes by this year, but definitely within the next 12 months. That's going to be a reality if it's God's will. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys that I just learned is that sleeping on a mattress, like every American does, because it's like we don't even have no choice to sleep on a mattress or not, except for when you was a kid. You had like slumber parties. And you guys had slumber parties. You might sleep on the floor. And you remember when you woke up as a kid. Just if you can't use your imagination, I know a lot of people have their imaginations blocked because of their food diet that they eat, and the music and the movies and stuff that they listen to. So it kind of kills your imagination. But if you can use your imagination, imagine back to when you was a kid, and you guys had a sleepover and then you woke up in the morning after sleeping on the floor, how good you felt. And last night I slept on my floor for the first time since I was a kid. And I tell you, I woke up, my posture feels great. I slept super good. I have zero fatigue. And then so I was like, wow, why don't I said, then I Googled, because I Google about 50 things a day on average. So I Google searched it, the health benefits of sleeping on the floor. And he said that sleeping on the floor is good for your posture, good for back problems. Big old hawk flying in the air. Ooh, them things are nice. I like seeing the big hawks flying. So and then they say sleeping on a mattress can make people obese and have back problems, right? And then I Google search more, and guess what? Nobody in Japan sleeps on a mattress. Nobody in Korea sleeps on a mattress. Nobody in China sleeps on a mattress. You know what I mean? It's like, why does half the population don't sleep on a mattress? Japan, they have no furniture, they have no couches or no seats. And see, all these people, they live to be like 110 years old, right? But see, since they was 5 years old, they've been taught this way. They was like, and the reason why they're living to be 110 years old is because their government cares about them and they teach them properly. And it's all about blood circulation. If you're if you're sitting down if you're sitting on the couch, if you're a couch potato and you're watching movies, you watch movies every day, you play video games every day, you probably will die. You probably won't make it to 60 years old because the blood. I don't mean to be harsh, but that's the facts of the reality is because you're not getting blood circulation. And life's all about blood circulation. And so I don't know. It's just I be learning all these weird facts. I feel like 90% of the Americans don't know. And that's another reason why I just want to use this YouTube is kind of just share all this stuff that I be learning because I don't have nobody else to share it with. So I'm just going to teach, I'm just going to show you guys everything I learned, which is a lot on a daily basis. So I think I'm going to give up, sleeping on the mattress for a while and see how that goes. And then maybe if I ever decide to sleep on a mattress again, it's definitely going to be a firm mattress. And I just threw my mattress out yesterday. It was just too soft. I was sinking in the middle of it. And I just was getting to be uncomfortable. And so I just got mad and threw it out. And then when I went to bed, I said, oh God, what am I gonna do? I didn't think things through. Sometimes I don't. That's to be honest with you. Sometimes I do things rashly. And so I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had this recliner chair and I was like, I'm gonna sleep in that, but I couldn't. And so I was like, man, I'm just gonna go stretch out on the floor in my room, make me a little pallet like I was a kid. And I went in there and went to sleep and I slept so good. It's the best night's sleep I've had in decades. And I feel that's so good. I can't believe if I'm just even feeling better than I've been feeling, I don't know if I can handle feeling that good. Going on 50 years old, I feel like I'm in my 20s. But that's my diet. Diet is everything, you know. And I was watching this video yesterday by Titus Morris, and he said something that really struck home to me. He said parents should go to jail, or he said it should be illegal for parents to feed their kids McDonald's. And if you think about it, if you're teaching your kid at 5 years old all these negative habits like sleep on a mattress, eat McDonald's, you know, all this stuff, cussing, smoking, drinking, being dishonest, being unfaithful, you know, all these sins and stuff, you're teaching them at 5 years old, what they're going to be when they're 15, what they're going to be when they're 25, what are they going to be when they're 35. They're going to be doing the exact same thing because they never had nobody to show them. In public education, they're not teaching them nothing good. The parents ain't teaching them nothing good. So it's kind of scary to think about, you know, it is just a downhill progression. And that's sad. So, and so it takes, you know what, for a person who's been taught bad his whole life. I was blessed. I had a good mother who taught me Bible type ways. I had a father that was a military guy that grew up in the mountains, family of farmers. So I was blessed. And even with all that blessings, guess what? Still was a knucklehead. And still I hung out with all the kids who the parents didn't teach them nothing. You know what I mean? And so, so even if your parents teach you decent ways, then you still have obstacles to go past. But the good thing is when you get older, you can go back to your learning, what you learned as a kid. But what about the kids who didn't have no good parents? What about the kids who just had alcoholic and drug addict parents, or uneducated parents, or just immoral parents? And then they have kids, and then their kids have kids, right? And it's just like, and then the public schools, they ain't teaching them kids nothing. You know, like they're not getting no kind of moral principles or anything. The only thing they do is teach them reading, writing, arithmetic for 12 years. And then when they graduate, they still don't know how to read, write, or do multiplication or algebra. They can't even read, but they got a high school diploma. And they have no life skills, can't grow their own food, don't know how to hunt, don't know how to, they don't have no good principles and stuff. So anyhow, I get mind blown almost every single day when I learn things. And even for myself, I'm like, wow, how in the heck I almost lived 50 years and I just now figured out half the planet don't sleep on mattresses. You know what I mean? Like, if you keep an open mind, you just keep learning. And I just feel so good after sleeping that way last night. Plus my diet, I've been eating super good, like eating less calories. And see, you have 3 different brains. You know, you have your front brain, your vertical cortex that has your complex thoughts. And then you have the primal stem in the back of your neck that has your animal instincts. And then you have the brain in your stomach that controls your emotions and your mood and stuff. And so, like, certain foods and stuff, the hormones they put in the food, it causes people to have sexual urges and stuff. So your diet could make you be promiscuous, sleeping around and stuff. Like, your food controls you and everything. So, like, and that's just crazy to me to think about that. Like eating McDonald's and stuff, and eating just certain foods with blood in it, like meat that ain't been cleaned all the way, that still got the blood in it. And you eat that, it could make you act super aggressive and stuff. So, but then if you do the opposite, then you start eating fruits and vegetables, whole foods, old-fashioned oatmeal, brown rice, fish. And then boom, we got this whole attitude. You had no sexual desires. Like, no, I don't know if it's getting older or my diet or whatever, but the last thing I want to do is have sex outside of my, without being married. I had no desire for that. I had no desire to do alcohol or drugs. I had no desire to do all this stuff. And maybe that's because of my diet. Maybe it's the food I'm eating give me no urges. Not sure. But I say, this is what I say, okay? If you're not 100% happy with how your life's going, then you got to make changes. And the more unhappy you are, the more severe changes you have to make. I've been like that since I was a kid. And when things ain't going right, I always change my people, places, and things. I do that every single time. If I don't like the way the direction of life going, first thing I'm gonna do is change my people, places, and things. I always do that. That's why I'm always doing things differently. I'm like, I don't like the results I'm getting. It's like a mathematical formula. You know what I mean? You got all these different, they don't teach you this in school, but you got these different mathematical formulas. You got these different variables. And so when you add a new variable in, you're gonna get a new result, right? And so that's what I've been doing. Like, I'm like, okay, let me sleep on the floor. Let me see what kind of result that gets. Oh, I like that. Okay, I put that in the equation and I'm gonna keep adding to it. So, but anyways, I just want to say thank you for all the new subscribers, 470. I'm gonna finish up my morning walk. It's almost over with. Looking forward to this day. Got a lot on my plate. A lot of things to do, a lot of productivity on my schedule. So I'll post some more cool videos for you guys later. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.